Karen, and welcome to another episode of the Dating Divas.
I'm Leanne.
And I'm Janet. Thanks for joining us today. We have Leanne, who is our guest diva for the day. And we will be so this is Leanne Gomez.
Hi.
And I want you to know that we have this new thing where every week we have a new guest diva. So you never know who will show up to be our next guest diva next time.
And she'll always have a new opinion and new bias, so we're not always just saying our part. We're trying to be more, what do you call that?
Diversified.
Yes.
Diversified with our opinions and men's actions. So
That's right.
We're here for you guys. We're trying to help you out.
So now we're going to talk about our escapades from since you've seen us last.
Oh no.
So, who wants to start off?
Shall I start? I'm
Sure.
the guest.
Okay,
Sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a really great dating do. There was a first date that I had over this past week, and it's this man that's been chasing me for years, asking me out. So I get a phone call about 3 hours before the first date, and he calls me to say, Leanne, I'm just wearing a hoodie and some shorts today, and I really don't have time to go home and change, and I'm at the office. Is that going to be okay?
Oh, no.
Well, he had a little bit of a nervous voice. Thank goodness that he called. And it was fantastic because I was able to actually not put too much effort into how I was going to dress for the evening. And I really appreciated the phone call because I guarantee if I had been dressed to the nines and he showed up in a hoodie, the first thing that I would have thought of is he doesn't care.
Yeah, or not. Yeah, just not. We're not on the same deal. Yeah, so it is good that he did that.
Yeah.
So communicate, guys. Definitely. I mean, that was awesome what he did.
Yeah.
Called you and just let you know. It's actually better to let you know than to just have you show up and go, oh my gosh. So you have these different expectations, right? So y'all are both on the same page.
Well, you have different expectations. There's always the end of the line. Typically, the girl's like, yeah, no.
Exactly.
So 2 points for Mr. Big. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He had to get 2 points. Okay, so my guy, we have been dating a while, and we are engaged. Yeah. So I'm one that's pretty much making all of the changes. Not that he's not making some changes because he is moving into a bigger place. But I'm moving, getting a different job, moving my kid, moving my horse. I'm doing lots of moving and changing. And he is very, very supportive of that. And he better be helping me move box-wise too. But I'm just saying, he's like, okay, honey, well, if your house isn't worth what you paid for it, then I will help you with that. And, I've talked to a couple of realtors, and it was not worth it, what it was worth. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are going to be a coronary heart failure here because that's crazy. Crazy. So he's like, okay, don't worry. And then I've now since met with some other people, and the real estate we have right now is awesome, and it seems like I'm gonna get out of it really easy. And he's just made it seem he's been so supportive, and like whatever it takes, I am here, I am with you, I will make it happen if you can't do it. So that's just
he's totally a keeper. This guy I've met.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
He's a great kisser too.
Okay.
And he looks good naked.
We do like that.
But he's a great guy. But that's what they're going to do, you guys. You need to make your women feel kind of taken care of. And I'm not easy to take care of because
you're very independent.
Don't ask at all. And I don't really tell you when I have a problem or whatever. And so it took a lot for us to get there. So, but we did, and it's been really good. So,
great.
Good.
Cool. Well, since you saw me last, I went to Philadelphia, actually to Saxtonburg, on a retreat.
Where is that? Saxtonburg.
It's near Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And I went there to do a retreat with my new business mentor, and I was treated totally like a queen. And Friday night, I had a waiter. I would say a bread and breakfast, and they had a waiter come over and serve me. And then the next day, they served us breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the same waiter came over, and he was very nice, and we talked about we had a lot of things in common. We were talking about this, and he's like, "Oh, I want to talk to you more." I go, "Okay, come over later." But then I had to go to bed early since he had to go to, he had to leave and all that stuff. So the next day I said, "Don't worry, we'll talk tomorrow." Well, ended up we were up. My mentor was awesome. We were from 10 in the morning till 1 the next morning working, and he was like,
"Wow,
I know." And he was like, I said, "Well," he goes, "Well, I'll be glad to talk to you about the stuff we want to talk about later." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know what time we're going to get out, but yes, it'd be great to talk to you if we can." Well, it ended up we were, like I said, up till 1 o'clock, and he was saying he was leaving, and I said, "You're leaving?" I'm like, "No, don't leave." And I gave him this little pouty face, like, "No, don't leave, please." And
we know you men have seen this face before.
That's right. And so then he ended up at 1 o'clock. The owner of the brand breakfast goes, "Oh, Mr. L," I'm calling Mr. L. He's here. He's going to spend the night here. And I'm like, "Oh, really?"
Mr. L, first time ever.
And I was like, "Oh, really?" And so he stayed, and we ended up talking about things we wanted to talk about after the owners finally left. And I said, "Well, where are you staying? You're staying in one of the rooms here?" He goes, "No, I'm just going to sleep on the couch because I have to get up really early next morning to go to work next door at the restaurant." And I said, "Oh my gosh, we could not have that." So
Awful.
So
you must stay with me.
that's right. So we ended up had a great time together, and we text and stuff. We call each other, and he's coming to see me in like a month or so. So it's just really what I guess I wanted to say to you guys is like, listen to the woman, see her cues about if she's giving you any cues that she likes you, and then take a chance. Take a chance on staying to see what could happen. You never know. So here we are. We're going to see each other, and you never know what can happen. So that's what happened to me.